we could say it.
Yo, people, what you saying? We're back for another show, bit of transfer talk. Gonna talk a bit about Arsenal. Gonna talk a bit about Liverpool. I can't lie to anybody. I was so close to cancelling the stream, and we're about to find out why. Make sure you're liking, make sure you're subscribing. Yo, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in it. And obviously, big up rants for the raid, yeah. And there's a whole host of things to talk about, but one place where we're gonna start, yeah. Let me share my screen. Wait, before that, yeah, not only deep it, Manchester.
By the way, chat, I don't know what Hooks is on about. I just asked him backstage, I'm about to show you.
So Manchester United trying to zang Gyokeres, yeah. Remember, trying to zang Gyokeres, yeah. Okay, don't worry about it. Because it looks like Liverpool's trying to zang Sesko, yeah. So, by the way, Arne Slot's Liverpool are set to compete to sign Benjamin Sesko from RB Leipzig, with the 22-year-old the subject of a £67 million bid from Arsenal. Brother, I just need you to answer one question for me. Yeah, is my club cooked? Is my club actually cooked? Like, no, we can get into whether you like that or not. Yeah, but is my club actually cooked? Like, what's really going on? Like,
what I would say, you're not moving serious, but I don't like that news as much as you don't like that news, bro. I don't want Benjamin Sesko. Oh, come on, man. Oh my day, you're there asking me, what do you think about my club? I'm not even liking the news you just put up, bro. What do you mean we're about to get Sesko?
What? Yeah, you're jumping into the race, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? We bro, you look so vexed. Wait, why are you vexed?
Do you know what it is, Hooks, yeah? All right, I'm not going to act like I've watched him bare. I've probably watched him 3-4 times for Leipzig. I watched him for Slovenia, one of them. It's one of the Slovenes, isn't it? It's one of the Slovenes. Either Slovenia or Slovakia. I forgot which one he plays for. Like, I'm just not moved by him, bro. Like, I wasn't even one of them people that were gunning for, big up the chat. I wasn't even one of them people that were gunning for, what's his name? Ekatike. All of the other strikers we've been linked with, Ekatike, Gyokeres, even João Pedro, are over all these men ahead of Sesko. I just think Sesko could be another Nunes, bro. They are, don't get twisted. I think people get this thing where they're the same player. Sesko technically better than Nunes, and I think Slot wants that profile that's like that can link play. But he's not a gunman, G. We need a gunman. We got Wirtz coming in and that. And I know Salah's still going to do his thing from the right, but I want a bagsman 9, bro. We thought we were getting one in Nunes, and we didn't, but
wait,
I don't want this, bro.
Just quickly, yeah, because there's something that you misunderstood, yeah. By the way, I just had to say, James of House Bond, yeah, this is the coldest DP that I've seen on YouTube, yeah. You see me, I'm into my Japan samurai thing, anime, artwork, all them things there. Big up yourself. The DP is cold, yeah. So now you see, like, I don't know why you're mad, because Sesko for Liverpool is actually a good signing, yeah. And you know,
in terms of how Slot wants to play, yes, I agree with you.
Okay, why is a bad signing for Arsenal? Or
put up Ali A's comment. Obviously, I will let you land, but just put up Ali A's comment, and I'll get to that soon. Yeah, big up Ali A.
Okay, not bad signing. Why it's not an ideal signing, or I guess optimal signing for Arsenal, is because Arsenal actually need a gunman. Oh, you see all of that raw potential stuff, good in the air, can fast, strong, provide a different option, all of that stuff. Arsenal don't need that. Arsenal need the brother that puts the ball in the back of the net more often than not. That's why Gyokeres is a better deal. You, man, don't have that same problem. You, man, have Salah. Yeah. So now with Salah on the right, yeah, with Wirtz in the 10, yeah, and with a Gakpo and a Sesko, by the way, I'm sorry, that cooks. Like, immediately, immediately you have a new aerial presence in the box. So your corners, set pieces immediately get better. You've immediately got a new dimension immediately.
Yeah.
And he may not be your ideal or like who you want. He may not be someone you look at and go, this is who I want. Yeah. But Sesko for Liverpool, in my personal opinion, is a madness. Because I don't think Sesko's not a bad footballer.
He's not. That's one thing I will say. He's not. I agree with you.
He's just not what Arsenal needs.
Let me tell you why. First, I'll address this. Big up Ali A, by the way. But we'll get a big wing instead if we can't get a big striker. The only way this happens, bro, is if we sell Luis Diaz. Now, Ornstein come out this morning and said we shut down the approach from Barca. This is just my opinion on this. I'm not no ITK. The reason why I think we shut down Barcelona is because I think they might have just, when in discussions, they might have just said a laughable bid. I reckon they probably said 30 or 40 for Diaz. I think we're holding out for about 60, right? The only team right now that's going to pay what we want for Diaz is Saudi. But similar to this Bruno situation, he still feels he can play at the highest level in Europe. He don't want to go Saudi just yet. The reason why the Diaz thing's 50-50, and I was just saying this to Rant, because I think if a European club meets, I think our valuation of Luis Diaz is 60 million. I think if a European club meets that, I can see us selling him. Then I agree with Ali A. Then I think we'll go for a big winger if we get Sesko as well. However, the reason why I can see Diaz staying, he's 28. He's got 2 years left. When his contract runs out, he'll be 30. Luis Diaz's game is predominantly on his skill and you could say pace, right? He won't be the same player in the next 2 years. And I still think the Saudi clubs, and there'll still be offers there for him. So I can see us in a situation running down his contract because the money he wants, Hooks, I don't know how familiar you are with this situation, but the money Luis Diaz wants, we're not offering. He is on chicken change right now. He's only on 55. He's only on 55k at the moment a week. I think he's holding out for about 180 to 200. And you know what? He's actually well within his right because he's won everything bar the Champions League there is to win at the club. He had his best season in terms of output last year. He probably does want to pay rise, and I get that. But one thing, if you know about Edwards well, age is a big thing. When he's offering contracts, he looks at your age and what he feels you can bring and whatnot. The only reason why Salah and Van Dijk, there's no real, you don't really need to be explained. The reason why Salah and Van Dijk got what they got, the 2 year extensions, because what they've done for our club and how they've transformed our club. But Diaz hasn't had as much of an impact as them two have had. So let's say Diaz was 25, 26 and wanted that money. I think he would already sign a contract extension. But we're looking long term. But I still think this isn't FIFA where people think once you get to 30 you're washed. I wouldn't see there's a problem with offering Diaz maybe a 3-4 year deal and bumping it up to 150. That I would probably stop at like a 150, but he wants a bit more. So I can see us because he's got 2 years left. I can probably see Diaz we either run his contract down or anyone that comes in with 60-70 million will sell him. But I don't think anyone's going to meet our valuation for him personally. And Hooks, this is a player that I wanted sold last summer because he just pissed me. I can't lie. The back end of last season, when I'm seeing him going 1-on-1 at Old Trafford and against Man City and games in the title running and he's just not doing his thing, he frustrated me. But I'm here to be proved wrong, especially if you play for my club, bro. I'm not sounding ashamed to hold my hands up. Luis Diaz had one of his best, no, not even one of, he had his best season for us last year and it resulted in a Prem. Him and Gakpo off that left. So, bro, I'm inclined. Do you know what is with Diaz, Hooks? I don't mind if he stays or goes because if he goes, he's going for good money and we will replace him. And if he stays, he's still a good player. Do you know what I mean? But the only thing I'm worried about Sesko, right? And the chat helped me out. And I feel like you will know more because it's been your club predominantly linked with him. I swear they want 93 million for him or something.
No. Well, okay. So it's been rumored that they won around 100 million euros, but those rumors were kind of put to bed really quickly. Like I think for Sesko, you're probably looking around anywhere from 55 to 70 million pounds. Like that's probably the region that
that's all right.
That's not that bad. But just on this Luis, because I was planning to talk about it. So just on this Luis Diaz stuff, yeah. So obviously Ornstein broke it. And I think he broke it just before you went on your stream with Rants, yeah, is Liverpool rebuff Barcelona approach to discuss signing Luis Diaz. So to me, just that first part, to me, that signifies that Barcelona maybe didn't even get to tell Liverpool like how much they're willing to offer. Like to me, that's that's at least how it reads, isn't it? So FC Barcelona made contact yesterday, but NFC clear, not for sale. So Luis Diaz is not for sale. So cool. I hear all of that. The part that confuses me, yeah, is new contract unlikely. So unless bids land to change stance, 28-year-old stays, even if it leads to free agency. So now, where I'm confused, and this is just me personally, this is my take, and maybe I'm way off here.
Go on.
You're looking to spend big money this window, like
100%,
bigger money than you've spent since probably Van Dijk and
Alisson and Fabinho, yeah, around that time.
But even then, that money that you spent was generated through sales. This is arguably the first window you're spending big P's without generating sales. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you take like a 30 million, 40 million, 35 million, just to work your way towards balancing the books? That's the only part that I don't understand. Like, why are you willing to let him leave on a free when it seems it's like the Trent thing again? Obviously, they're nowhere near in the same.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
But Real Madrid came in for a bid, 20 million, whatever it was. You guys deemed that not enough, but then he ended up leaving for a free, and then obviously you man, I think it was 10 million euros. You man accepted to let Trent go early for the Club World Cup. So actually, the money that you did make, you actually made a loss because you could have made more if you just sold him in January. So now it's like, are you not learning from your mistake? That's what I like. Are you not learning from your mistake? Like, why wouldn't you sell him?
Do you know what it is? I see where you're coming from makes complete sense, but I look at it like this. Michael Edwards, he's all about making profit. He's all about making profit, bro. And he's a very good director in doing that. This is why before he come back to us, United wanted him. Saudi are apparently gonna put in a mad offer for him at the end of this season. I was reading. It might have even been this summer. But put it like this, yeah. Diaz we signed for, off the top of my head, help me out, the Liverpool fans in the chat, T-Way, Ali A, etc., Hennessy and that. I think we signed Diaz in between 45 and 50 million, innit? So I think Edwards wants to make a 10 or 20 million profit on Diaz. So he's holding out for the 60, 70. Yeah, big up Ali A, it was 45, right? Us just accepting, because I genuinely believe, I don't know this for sure, we rebuffed Barca even discussing, but I don't believe that. I think maybe Barca said, we'll give you a 40 million, and then we've rebuffed that. So I think it wasn't deep discussion, it wasn't detailed discussion, but I think they proposed the fee and we shut it down because I know we're holding out for 60 million. We've been holding out for about 50, 60 million for Diaz. So we want to make a prof. However, I understand what you're saying because we're generating player sell. Because, bro, I've not even added Kelleher. We just got 18 million for him. Ben Doak, we're going to sell. Tyler Morton, we're going to sell. Simicast, we're going to sell. Joe Gomez or Kwanzaa, we're going to sell. Them 5 players combined, or maybe it probably rises about 80 to 100 million anyway, right? No, I'm forgetting Nunes and Chiesa as well, because Chiesa apparently had verbal agreement with AC Milan. We won't get much for Chiesa, but probably get that maybe 5 to 10 million. Probably what we spent on him. Nunes, we're going to hit a lick with that. Like if Saudi come in or Atletico Madrid want him, then we're going to get about 50, 60 million for Nunes. That's the one player we might take, unless it's cool. If a European club gets Nunes hooked, we won't make a profit on that. We'll make a loss. Oh my days, Harvey Elliott as well. In fact, that boosts it up. We're going to make between maybe 120 to 140 million in player sales as it is.
Maybe even Jota as well.
The thing with Jota, I think if we sell Chiesa and Nunes are going in it.
This is one of your legit guys, you know.
Yeah, David O'Cott's reliable. Him and Paul Joyce in contact with European giants.
Or maybe even a guy. Okay, so
at this rate, it's only Salah's the guarantee that's staying out of our front six. But this is what I'm saying, Hooks. You can't have wholesale changes to your front line. So put it like this. I think 2 out of the 6 definitely leave. Nunes and Chiesa are going to go, right? But if a big offer comes in, I think 3 out of the 6 will leave. There's no way we could sell potentially Diaz, Gakpo, Nunes, Jota, and we're left with one attacker, bro. Like, that would be a bit mad. Because Ben Doak will leave, but that's a bit mad. I didn't know Diaz's agents were... Actually, no, sorry. Gakpo's agent. Yeah. In fact, I knew about this. Gakpo's speaking to Bayern and another European club still. But I don't think Gakpo leaves. I don't think that Gakpo leaves, you know.
Do you know what's madder than Gakpo leaving? Yeah, this comment right here, 32 likes with a 2.
Yeah, this is disgusting. You don't smash the
people inside. I won't lie. You man don't think that I don't talk to Rents? I'll report you, man. You know, I'll send him a DM after the stream and tell him, yo, your community not doing their due diligence, blood. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, let's sort out the likes, yeah, before I go, yeah, talk to your Lord and Savior Rants, yeah, and he'll start dishing out the punishments. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it be.
Is it a colour thing? Is it a colour thing? Is there a colour thing about that? Is there underbelly colour thing that?
Yeah.
You know what kills me about that video when Robbie says, "Is it?" I'm asking you. That bit kills me.
But you know what? Yeah, like the Diaz thing is a bit mad to me, but maybe because you are making sales in other places, it kind of maybe in the long run, it kind of balances itself out a bit, and maybe Liverpool are looking at it from the angle of, if we actually sell too many people this season, it's gonna madly mash up our like synergy in it, because you can't let too many of your core unit from last season go and then just bring in a whole bunch of new players, whether they're ballers or not in it. Because the people that you're linked, like Gyokeres, Frimpong already in, Wirtz coming in. Let's say you get a Sesko or the next brother that we're gonna talk about, like, it's all good, but if you get rid of the people, because these are the people that won you the league, you know.
Literally. And the objective is, every club has their objective. So, like, for you lot, it's to win the league. For us, it's to win the league. For City, it's to win the league. For Chelsea, it's to challenge. For Newcastle, probably to challenge. Everyone's got their objective. Sorry, no. Whoa. For you lot on City, it's to win the league. For us, it's to retain the league. For Chelsea, Newcastle, and all them lot, it's to challenge. You get it? Everyone's got their objectives. So, us having mad wholesale change, you know what? Big up Velv. Get Velv's comment up when he says everyone's upgradable. No, the one above. I agree with this, because when I deep it, Slot wants a profile on the 9. That's a linchpin. That's technically good. That can link play. That's evident, because from when he put Diaz false 9, when we've got 2 number 9s, he doesn't rate Jota and Nunes. He just doesn't, right? So Slot wants at 9, like, that's why we've been looking at a Sesko, a TK or whatnot. Gyokeres would have been a different dynamic, because he's just a gunman. I wouldn't associate Gyokeres with technique. Not to say he doesn't have any, but I don't think you're bringing him in to link play. You're just bringing him to put the ball in the back of the net. But the reason why I agree with what Vel said is because I look at the left wing market. There's not a mad significant upgrade for Diaz. Don't get twisted. There's players maybe as good, or there's players that can hit similar numbers at your Lookman. I'm not really a big fan of Liao, but Liao could probably put similar numbers, whatnot. But I think we're at a stage now where we're trying to retain the league and win the Champions League. If you're coming to our starting 11, it's an upgrade. So Wirtz to Szoboszlai, upgrade. Frimpong to Trent, cool. I know people beg to differ. That's a downgrade, but our hand was pulled. There's nothing we could do about that. Like, that is a downgrade, but in the way Slot plays, could be an upgrade. Gyokeres to Robertson and Tsimikas, upgrade. Do you know what I mean? So if you're coming to starting 11, it needs to be an upgrade. I agree with Velv in a sense that Salah, Gakpo, and Diaz I'll keep. The other 3 are free to go, because as much as I still like Jota. He's just a gunman. He hasn't. The irony is, we always say we want him to stay fit all season. He stayed fit all season and scored, I think, less than 7 goals, bro. That it is not good enough for where we want to be. So, yeah, I agree with Vel. Black Diaz. Sorry, Jota, Chiesa, and Nunes. I'm fine for all 3 of them leaving, as long as we bringing more players. But I don't want Gakpo Diaz to leave. And no, so mad. Last season, I was completely different. I wanted Diaz gone. He pissed me off. But look, I'm here to be proved wrong. He had a fantastic season. Won us the league. Was incredible in the false nine. I'm waiting for them three to stay now, man.
And Shane, just to throw it out there, as a fellow Arsenal fan, not only am I getting ready to crash out, if Manchester United somehow by, I don't know, voodoo, obia, or witchcraft, were to Skeppy, get Gyokeres over Arsenal, can't lie.
He has to go, blood. He has to go, blood.
All of them. Everybody has to go in it. Everybody has to go in it.
Do you have the link to that original interview? I need to watch it again. I'm gonna find it.
If you just type in on YouTube, he has to go, blood. Literally, it just comes up. It just comes up bare. But before we move on to the next point, just this question from Velves, like, doesn't Arne Slot, have the right to decide who he wants to keep? He's won the league, so surely he earns the right. Just from my perspective, I think that's what everyone at your club is just accepting.
100%. That's why I look shit. Don't get twisted. I know I look upset when, not even look upset. I look devastated when Sesko came out. It's only because I do think there's better out there. However, if we sign him, becomes a Liverpool player, my manager has earned the right to do what the hell he wants, bro. He's come in his first year and won the league, bro. So even Frimpong, I think me and you spoke about it a couple of weeks ago. I watched him at Celtic. He improved at Leverkusen, but he still wasn't my first choice for right back. However, the way Slot wants to play, and he wants technicians in every position. He wants players to be technically astute in every position. That's why that's why he's looking at Cherki and Wirtz. Because, even before the Wirtz stuff accelerated, he went to the south of France to meet Cherki, bro. Even he, people love to get onto me about slandering Szoboszlai, but look at our own coach. Our own coach is looking at players to replace him, and there's no shame in Szoboszlai being good depth. Yeah, he was amazing off the ball for us winning the league. But how many times did we break and he's refusing to play a through ball, bro? Like, we need to level up. So even though I wasn't Frimpong's biggest fan, I trust my manager, bro. He's at the club now, and I think he'll do well. Kerkez, again, like I've been liking Kerkez, but I actually wanted Aït-Nouri ahead of a Kerkez. But Kerkez is younger, and so Velv is spot on. Like, Arnshot, he earns that right to sell who he wants and wants to bring in who he wants. Do you know what I mean?
No, I wholeheartedly agree, and I think, like, I feel like as a rival, I'd be annoyed if your board doesn't back him, given what he's done. So as a Liverpool fan, you'll be super angry if he doesn't. But
do you know what? So irrespective, cool. Even if we didn't win the league, Slot would still need a war chest. We spent nothing last year, bro. We spent 10 million. So he would still need a war chest, regardless if we won the Prem or not. He needs his own players.
Fairs. No, that is factually true. So look, another bit of Liverpool news, Another striker that you're looking at. And I won't lie to you, I know absolutely nothing about this guy. I don't know if I say his name correctly, but his name's Woltemade, or Woltemade, or Woltemade, or whatever it is. But Liverpool hold initial talks of a potential suit for Nick Woltemade, Arne Slot,
I don't have a clue who this is. I'm going to keep it apart with you.
I have a Scooby-Doo, man. Arne Slot's side are among several Premier League clubs that have made contact over a potential swoop for Stuttgart striker Nick Woltemade, who made his senior Germany debut in the UEFA Nations League defeat to Portugal on yesterday, in which Wirtz scored. But I heard he didn't have the
I only watched second half, bro. Apparently, Wirtz didn't play that well.
Yeah. So the long list of suitors for the 23-year-old also includes Arsenal, crazy, West Ham, Brighton, Everton, Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid, Napoli, and Roma, with the centre forward expected to fetch approximately 50 million euros for his current employers if they are to sell this summer. Liverpool and all of the teams above have held initial talks over a possible move for the player, and the Reds' interest is deemed to be genuine. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I don't know what you make of this. I won't lie. The first time
I heard was that from, bro?
Caught offside.
Okay.
Yeah, I had delivered the News Now thing that aggregates all of the clubs.
This is how I know. This is how I know you're from the hood, bro. I've been doing that from ITV ICT lessons. When I was born, Liverpool News Now. All bro, you know when I would know a transfer is likely or not. You know, if you go on news now and like bare them are saying different things, I would know it's not proper. But you know when you check about 10 articles and they're all saying the same thing, bro.
Yeah.
You know it's big up News Now. News Now is cold. But in terms of that Woltemade, I can't say much on this guy because I don't have it until you just told me. I didn't have a clue who he was. And T-Way said he played yesterday. I was busy, so I only watched the second half of yesterday. I don't remember him being on the pitch unless he got hooked early, but I don't know who that is at all. But if he was in Stuttgart, they've actually been all right the last 2 years. This means he plays up top with remember that Undav that played for Brighton?
Yeah.
Because I know Undav's been cold for them since going Stuttgart, so he must play with Undav then. But for me, it's a season early. What's he saying, Velv? Like, is he good in that? Like, I ain't got a clue about this player. I'll be real.
Apparently, he's 6'6", so. Maybe Arne Slot's trying to walk down the Arteta path, you know, sign an NBA team. Like maybe that's what he's trying to do, bro. Like to
be fair though, bro, I think he's looking for that tall profile because Ekatike's 6 foot something. This guy's 6 foot something because, bro,
Sesko.
Exactly, because, bro, we're selling Nunes. We just got bare midgets in our front line. Gap post tall, but Salah, Wirtz, Jota, Chiesa, all these men are quite small. McAllister, bro, we need to replace height with height. Do you know what I mean? Because that's the only thing I'll say about last season. Even though we won the league, there's 3 games that stand out to me. Away at you lot when we drew 2-2. When we drew against Newcastle 2 games against not I was going to say Etihad, but Etihad we bossed that. But away at the Emirates and away at Newcastle, I think we weren't as combative as we should have been. Do you know what I mean? I feel like we were getting a bit overrun and whatnot. So I do want to replace height with height in a way. But that Woltemade guy, look, I'm gonna do my due diligence now. I'll look at him and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know much about him.
I mean, speaking of tall strikers as well, yeah. Just before we went live, I saw something mental, yeah. And our people, bear with me, yeah. Let me land, yeah. Let me land, bro. Kai Havertz has got blonks.
Oh, shit.
Bro, he's got blonks. Bedrin? Is this Kai Havertz, bro?
Wait. This can't be. This can't be Kai Havertz.
Bro, look at the shoulders, fam. Bro, look at the bicep. Blonks, bro. Bro, the arm, weighty, bro. Yeah.
Bro, this guy used to be Marga. I'm talking about there's space. There's space in the t-shirt.
Bro, no space, bro. Bro, look, the cheekbones popping out, everything's chiseled, bro. He's getting blonks, yeah. So maybe Arsenal are going to be a lot more combative next season.
Do you know who he was defo getting training tips off? He was defo been getting training tips off Goretzka. Remember when Goretzka and they're both German? Remember when Goretzka was Marga? And then, bro, it was overnight. We see him for Bayern Munich, and he was like filling out his shirt and that, like you big up Wolfie. He was filling out his shirt and whatnot. That's mad,
bro.
The chat out onto us. Chat out onto us,
bro. Kai Trenvers, bro. He's got SSJ3 in the making, bro. He's gonna be moving man up on the pitch next season, bro. And apparently he's moving back into his Bayer Leverkusen position. Apparently, practically, yeah, he's gonna be playing behind the striker. So I'm just saying, if it is Sesko that we get, bro, you got 2 men that are like 6 foot plus. Crazy. Yeah, a bare man are getting moved. And if it's Gyokeres, we know how.
Bro, what are you saying about this Gyokeres thing? Because I know obviously that's the number one for the majority of Arsenal fans that I speak to anyway, in the general consensus. But Brandt is now telling me they're most likely going to land him, or apparently United are now favourites to land him, bro. So,
bro, I'll be so real with you when it comes to this Gyokeres versus Sesko stuff. I've been clear for the longest time. Couple years now, maybe even more than that. Bring me Gyokeres in it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have an issue with Sesko. To me, Sesko's my number 2. And if we wasn't going in for Gyokeres, and if Gyokeres wasn't even an option for me, then I'd be like, all right, cool, say no more, bring me Sesko in it. Because I do think he's got unique qualities. I do think that he can run us something, but we're talking about a brother that scored like over 100 goals in 2 seasons, bro.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Because you know the 3 Arsenal fans, I know that's been flying this Gyokeres flag from the jump, is you, Troops, and Curtis Shaw. You 3, for the best part of 18 months to a year now, have been saying, get me Gyokeres, bro. All 3 of you. So, wait, T-Way, was this in the past? Carl, he was just G'ing him up just now, unless he said this in the past. But you think with Gyokeres, yeah, from what I've seen of him, again, minimal. I don't watch Sweden and I hardly watch Sporting, but just from what I've seen of him, yeah, I wouldn't say he's the best with the ball at his feet, but he just puts it in the back of the net, bro. And at the end of the day, that's what you want. That's just what you want. Bro, he's the definition of a gunman, bro. That
bro, and he's black, he's belongs, bro. He's strong, bro. Like it's like having an ox up front, bro. Like nobody's weighting, no defender is weighting him off the ball, bro. I still remember when Arsenal played Sporting, like we collapsed them 5-1, but Gyokeres made it very hard for Gabriel and for Saliba. Like made it very difficult. Like he was causing problems. I remember there was one that, like, he licked some shot off and it hit the post. Like, he was a problem. Like, if he had better players around him that day, maybe it's not 5-1. Maybe even we don't win that game. Like, do you know what it is? Yeah, I've just had enough of like everything having to be an experiment. You know what I mean? Everything having to be galaxy brain, 5,000 IQ, like everything having to be, oh, I'm trying to make something new that didn't exist before in the world.
Just want proven now. I hear it.
I want a striker up top, bro. What I want my striker to do? I want him to score goals. Who scores the most goals? Gyokeres. It's mad simple. And if you look at it, Pep Guardiola pretty much just said the same thing. Oh yeah, I can. Yeah, all this fancy stuff. Yeah, all this. Yeah, I'm trying to be too intelligent. I'm trying to do all this, that, and the third. By the way, I just need a goal scorer. That's what I just need a goal scorer.
Signs Haaland. Yeah. Then they win the Champions League. Yeah, no, for real. For real, bro. That signs him and he just wins the league. You man smashed the lights, but it makes sense, bro. I hear what Hooks is saying, because obviously you lot now do the Arsenal trolling thing. It's just so funny. But they just need a gunman now. It's as simple as that. They just need a gunman.
That's what it is. We just need a gunman. Like, and bro, I can't believe it's taken man so long. I can't. That's the thing. Do you know what? Yeah, this is the thing that's annoyed me the most, is that prior to the window opening, bro, every day I'm seeing personal terms agreed.
Facts.
No issues with the personal terms. Arsenal close. Arsenal in concrete talks. Interest this. Yada yada yada.
You know what,
the window opens, bro. Where is
mute, bro? It's so true. The irony, when the window's shut, Zubimendi's already done deal. This, that, and the other. Sesko, Gyokeres going to Arsenal. The minute it hit the 1st of June, mute. Like nothing coming out of your club. No real intent. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. It's actually, and I was going to say to you, obviously Zubimendi's in a title. I need to know your opinion on this, because I'm going to give you my opinion, and then obviously you see it from Zubimendi. Yeah, I want to.
Okay,
that's calm.
I was planning to go there next, so just before you give your
a nice
opinion on Zubimendi, yeah, I got something for you, yeah. Pause, yeah. Oh. Well, for the chat as well, yeah, because there is a brand new spanking update in it from for Zubimendi, yeah, and it comes from none other than Sami Mokbel, yeah. Sami Mokbel, yeah, the BBC brother. He's a very good Arsenal source. I won't lie to anybody, yeah. And this was he was on. Have you heard the Hybrid Squad?
I have still, yeah.
Yeah, Sophie. Yeah. I've been on there before. Yeah, she's do not hear it, but listen to what he says.
The way that they play.
It's a name that has been attached to the club for a few months now. Some weird comments that freaked out a whole bunch of Arsenal fans from Zubimendi yesterday, Sammy. as far as we were concerned, the last time we heard, he was going to have his medical, and we were off to the races.
Yep. That's still my understanding, if I'm honest, Sophie. So my understanding of the Martin Zubimendi situation is that all the necessary paperwork has been completed and has been signed. And all that is left now is for Martin Zubimendi to complete his medical. And sort of, as I wrote in a story last week, there is no rush to have that medical, to complete that medical, because one, he's got the Nations League games coming up over the course of the next 7 days with Spain, and also because that process, the paperwork is complete, as far as I understand it, that the deal was effectively done. It's agreed. So, once that medical is complete, the deal can be signed off and he can be announced as an Arsenal player.
Leroy.
All right. So look, before I get into anything, before we get into anything on this, I only know this Sami Mokbel brother from what he posts online. Yeah. I've never watched any like him speak anywhere or do it. So I don't know.
That's the first time I've seen what he even looks like, bro. I just know him from Twitter. Do you get it?
There you go. And this is the first time I'm seeing him speak. And I don't know about you, but he doesn't look like a brother he's confident about what he's saying. Like, he doesn't sound confident, doesn't look confident. He's looking like he's trying to gather his thoughts while he's going. He's saying terms like my understanding, which like gives him like a little bit of leeway if something does go wrong, because I'm only human after, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can get it wrong. My thing is, and I know he's credible. He's very credible. I know he's a very credible source.
Yeah, I know he's one of your biggest correspondents still, I would
go as far to say he's tier 1 for Arsenal, innit? That's what I say. I say he's a tier 1 source for Arsenal. Now, my only thing on the whole matter is, like, we've signed Zubimendi already like 5-6 times, innit? Like, that's from what I've seen in it. We've signed him 5 or 6 times already. This is my only thing, and nobody's actually been able to give me a real response to it, is if Zubimendi has already signed, if everything's already done as what it is, Zubimendi signed the contract, signed the deal, he's going to Arsenal, all of them things there, then why would he come out and when it's being rumored or it's being reported that he's going to be doing his medical, why would he post a picture of him at the beach and then afterwards come out and say, oh, I just had to clear up the rumors because, people say a lot of things in reports and I just had to clear out that I wasn't doing my medical. I was on the beach. Why would you do that? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, what? Because to me, that's like, if I know, so for example, I don't know, say for example, breaking news, Hook signed by TalkSport, But by the way, I'm not gonna be like, I don't know what TalkSport, I don't know what they're talking about. Like, I don't
probably
know.
just let it run.
I'm on my stream. I don't know what we're talking about. I'm on my stream. I'm not going to TalkSport. It just seems a bit weird to come out and say that, and then on top of everything else, all of the glazing that he's doing for Xabi Alonso, because we know that he sees reports because he posted himself at the beach and he clarified that. So he would have seen reports of people saying that he's waiting on a call from Xabi Alonso. Why are you buying into it? If you're going to Arsenal and that is where you're going, why are you doing all this? And before certain Arsenal fans cry in the chat, I'm not saying that he's not going to Arsenal. I'm just saying it seems a bit spooky. It seems like to me he's keeping his options open. And I need everyone to understand. Because some of you may be young and don't remember this. Willian signed everything with Tottenham.
And then,
did a medical.
They've even got a chant about it.
He even did the medical. And then he ended up at Chelsea. So we've seen stuff like this happen before in football. So I don't know, man. What do you make of this whole Zubimendi
My
saga?
response to this, and the Arsenal fans in the chat, your community is predominantly Arsenal, innit? You don't remember the Twitter page. It was a big script and it got bare retweets. I forgot the account for the life of me. But apparently, Zubimendi has to basically take the role of an actor. Apparently, he has to act like he doesn't know what's going on, this, that, and the other. And then apparently, July 1st, boom, Zubimendi to Arsenal. Here we go. I'm hearing he actually has to play along with this. I heard. So when you said the picture of the beach, because I see Madrid Zone. One of the big Madrid pages that get break news. Madrid Zone come out and said what Zubimendi said, but of course they would say that because they want the player and they'll probably want their club. Because let's be honest, they've missed the Tony Cruz profile as to why I think a lot of as to why I think they performed how they performed last season. They want that kind of conductor. That's why they're looking at Zubimendi. They're looking at even Enzo Fernandez. Them links come out, whatnot. They kind of want that player to calm it down in the middle, right? But I heard from, I don't know what the account was. Hopefully the chat can help me. There was a big account that said Zubimendi has to play. So apparently the reason why I come out and said I heard rumors of Arsenal, that's not true. He has to play along to it. Apparently, I don't know how true this is, Hooks. This is just from what I've seen. And then apparently July 1st, boom, it gets announced.
Yeah,
this is what I will say now. So that's what I saw. These are my feelings, right? I actually believe, as it stands, he does go to Arsenal. However, as it stands, I think he becomes an Arsenal player. If Madrid do come in for him, it's his home country.
Yep.
Alonso was his manager for Sociedad B. He come out and said how close him and Alonso are.
And his idol is who he models his game after.
Exactly. Models his game, his idol. Real Madrid, biggest club in the country, in the world, his home country. I think if Madrid come in for Zubimendi, I said this on Rats show because me and Rats were laughing about saying he's going Madrid. Now, if he goes Arsenal, a lot of people are going to say, people like to twist words and they don't listen carefully, yeah? I said if Madrid comes in, I don't think he goes Arsenal. And I still stand by that. I think if Madrid comes in, I think he goes to Arsenal. However, the only way Zubimendi don't go to Arsenal is if Madrid comes in. I don't think he gets deterred by any other club, in my opinion. So I think, let me just name clubs as an example. I think if an Atletico Madrid comes into it for him, or let's say Inter Milan comes in for him, or another European, you get the gist, another European super club comes in for him, I don't think he deters, I don't think he listens to them and goes to them. I think Madrid's the only thing that stops Zubimendi going to Arsenal. If Madrid don't go for Zubimendi, he's an Arsenal player. But I think if Madrid comes in for him, big up Adam. Adam's got jokes. Let's say Liverpool. We've moved on, bro. that one did make me laugh. So I just feel like he goes.
There is this as well.
Yeah. Oh my days, K-Show. This is proper because don't get twisted. The Alonso to Madrid links were probably everyone kind of knew from January, but it still needs to be official. It still needs to be confirmed. I think him seeing this from my idol's gone to Madrid because you know what it is. Aaron London. By the way, Aaron London's getting a bit emotional about this Zubimendi part. The way you're speaking, Aaron, like it's done and dusted, isn't it?
Yeah, Aaron gets emotional about anything that goes against
Arsenal, basically.
Yeah, he does.
Fair enough. Because he just said, what's the difference with worth signing? If you know me, I've not got gassed about Wirtz. Other Liverpool content creators, cool, but I got PTSD, my brother, from Caicedo, from Zubimendi, from Lavia. So I've made it very clear, it's well documented, until I see we've officially signed Wirtz, pen to paper, I'm not getting gassed about Wirtz. I'm not getting gassed about Wirtz at all. But K-Show makes a very good point. Yeah, in the football world, it was quite well known that Alonso will be going to Madrid, I would say, from about maybe January, December time. It still needs to be official. It still needs to happen, right? Now he's seeing his idol go there. This is my opinion. Remember, this is all opinions. None of us are ITKs. None of us know exactly what's going to happen. Aaron London, though, you're acting like an ITK, like Zubimendi to Arsenal. However, I just think, as it stands, he goes to Arsenal. I think he's an Arsenal player. If Madrid comes into him, he goes to Madrid. For me, it's simple. Madrid come in for him, he goes. Madrid don't come in for him, he goes to Arsenal. That's my thoughts on this situation, Hooks.
Yeah, no. I don't know, like the thing that the thing that's kind of giving me still a bit of hope, or I guess hopium is what the internet man will call it, is that Arsenal seem super relaxed. Like super relaxed. Like I haven't really seen us linked or reported to signing any other option in that position. We seem super relaxed, and apparently it's been reported we're cool to just wait until the 1st of July to sanction the deal in it. So that just seems like we're super relaxed.
One minute, Hush. Just to quickly bring up Aaron London's comment. I literally said from what I saw on Twitter that he has to act. This is what I mean. You're right, Hook. So when it favoured Arsenal, when I said apparently he has to act in 1st of July, it's confirmed. Aaron London was like, yes, exactly, thank you. But the irony in that comment is you're saying thinking know everything. Me and Hooks have never once claimed to know anything, by the way. I'll never say 100% know something. Never. And second thing, the irony about this is you're saying and don't let all these conspiracy theories are weird, just let it happen. The irony is you need to practice what you preach. You just need to let this happen, because if he now goes to Madrid, Aaron London, you're looking silly now. So you kind of need to practice what you preach, bro, and just let it happen as well. But I've never claimed to know everything ever. Remember, we're just giving our opinions. Literally, I've literally said I think he becomes an Arsenal player if Madrid don't come in for him. It's all ifs and it's all opinions, bro. None of us really nearly know for sure. How about this? The only person that knows for sure is Zubimendi himself. How about that? He's the only one that actually knows where he's going to. So,
do you know what the irony about it all is? Yeah. When people say things like that, yeah, the irony of it all is, but isn't that why you watch YouTubers? Like, isn't that why you click on someone's stream and watch them talk about topics? Because you want to see a different perspective. You want to hear what that person fits. So when people write things like that, it's like, I don't know. I find it mad. When you deep
it, yeah, football's about the what ifs. If there were no what ifs, there'll be no content creators really. No. Because, bro, we're literally giving our opinion on what could happen. If we just, deep it, yeah. If we only spoke about the guarantees and what's 100% happened, we could only then review things because we have to wait for what's happened. We can't then see what if this happens, what if that happens. That I can't lie. Aaron London's comment, that's just a bit mad. None of us have ever claimed to know. Unless you hear a content creator saying this 100% happens, then you can't really use that for me and Hooks. I just gave my opinion. I just think he's gonna go Arsenal if Madrid don't come in for him, and that's all it is. But content creators, it's about the what ifs.
He must just be vented at the moment because I'm definitely not a sheep. I'm not sheeple. I'm a shepherd. You get it? So
Aaron London, I'll tell you now. A lot of my fan base hate me for not agreeing with the masses' opinion. So I'm definitely not a sheep, bro. Just ask Liverpool guys about me. I speak my opinion, and I don't care whether people agree with it or not. What I think, I say. So allow that stuff.
I get slewed by the positive Arsenal fans. I get slewed by the negative Arsenal fans. Just at the end of the day.
You know what, Hooks? The irony of what you just said, going off your narrative, use your own brain. Me and you get corned by our own fan bases for using our own brain, bro. It doesn't make sense. You know, actually, I need to stop giving it attention. You know, Aaron London, you're
but big up Aaron though.
Yeah, big up for watching that.
A lot of streams. Big up, like and subscribe. Yeah, all of that. So, but yeah, I've been wrong about a lot of things. I've been right about a few things, and you know what? I'm gonna continue to be wrong about a lot of things. Do you know why? Because I am. Unfortunately, I didn't get to go to the X-Men Mutant Academy. Yeah. I ain't got superpowers. You know what I mean? I can't see.
You know, fair enough, Aaron London. But do you know what's always admirable though? Someone who backs their club no matter what. And Aaron London, from what I'm seeing, because you're here every week, from what I'm seeing, you're Arsenal to the death. So big up your damn self, because I always think that's admirable. That's like even with a gal, yeah. Me and a gal, like we will troll each other, but I love pause. But like a gal as a person, whatnot. A gal's a proper, like as a person, he's proper good in that. But the things with a gal, one thing I've always said, well, I respect him because he doesn't let anyone sway what he thinks. He's Arsenal to the death, and I think it's admirable to just back something, regardless. This is mad. If this was the land, this is mad.
Wait a minute. Arsenal add Morgan Rogers to list of attacking targets. The stars are aligning, blood. But we'll talk about that on a different occasion.
You know what though? You see with Rodgers though, he's gonna cost a lick. They only last season was his first season for them, innit? Or was it second? I can't remember. No, it was his first.
Second. No, I think it was the second. I think this season though, he
no.
role.
Last season was his first. I remember the year before he was at Middlesbrough.
Wait, when you say last season, you mean 23-24? Because I'm counting last season as 24-25 because the season's done.
Okay, yeah. So this is his second then.
So yeah, 24-25 was his second season.
Yeah.
So 25-26 will be his third. Yeah.
No. We're getting it confused, bro. Last season, 24-25 was his first season.
No, he was there the season before. I'm pretty sure he was there the season before.
Nah, bro, because I remember Chelsea played Newcastle in the Carabao Cup semi-final and they got battered, but he smoked them with a goal, and we played them in the final that year. So Villa signed him last. I'm sure they signed him last. He's only been there one season, bro. He's only been there one season. I'm sure of it. I could be wrong, but I think he's only been there one season.
Oh, maybe
it is one season, isn't it?
No, it's 2 seasons. 2 seasons. He played.
But it's 2.
But he may have. It may have been like signing a January type thing in it because he only played 11 matches. In 23.
Oh yeah, so I think it was a January. Yes, it was. He joined through halfway of a season. But anyway, besides the point, with Rodgers, he just signed and he's got a healthy amount left. I'm gonna go 3.5 to 4 years left on his contract. Yeah. He will cost a lick. I think you lot are definitely prioritizing a 9, so all your money will go towards that 9.
They got money.
Villa will ask for something stupid like 80-90 million, bro. They'll ask for. Listen, I wouldn't even be surprised. The way football's going, Villa will probably ask for 9 figures for Rodgers, bro. I'm telling
you. They got big money problems, you know. They're 15 million in negative of the
PSR.
Yeah.
Wait, so they have to sell?
They may not have to sell him specifically, but they have to sell.
No, but they have to sell in general.
Yeah, they have to generate money. They have to generate money in it. So I'm not saying that Rodgers leaving is like pie in the sky type settings in it. Like I don't think it is gonna happen, but he is the type of name that I want to see on Arsenal list of players that they're interested in it. Because let's not pretend like like he's a baller. Like Rodgers, Morgan Rodgers is an absolute baller. So look, just to close off on and I don't know if too much more has happened on it, but the last that I recall is Bayer Leverkusen rejected 130 million euro bid for Wirtz, and they want more closer to the 150 million euro mark. My personal thoughts on this is Wirtz is pretty much already a done deal to Liverpool. Him coming out on his own personal
That's what convinced me.
And talking about, I'm not gonna take the number 10. Like I have respect for the players that are already there. Like to me, that's just saying to me that his mind, he's already in Liverpool. Like he's already there. He's already in Liverpool. It's just about, can Liverpool figure out a deal that Bayer Leverkusen goes, yep, boom, he's yours now. I think I think the Nations League. So Germany are out of the Nations League now, right? It's not too late for the semi-final.
Oh no, they're out now. They're out
now. So I think
is there a third place playoff? Let us know in the chat. I don't know if there's a third place playoff. You know, sometimes with these things they have a third place playoff, bro. So
okay, so all right, maybe a third place playoff.
I'm not 100% sure if there is.
11 likes away from 100. Let's hit 100 before we.
Come on, we can hit that before we round up, man.
Go, man. It will make the video do so well on playback, innit? Okay, there's a third place on Saturday. All right, cool. So my opinion is
fair.
Somewhere from, because I didn't know that Nations League was happening. I thought you was going to get the Here We Go yesterday. I didn't even know there was Nations League football in it. So now that there is Nations League, I think you're looking at somewhere between Sunday and Thursday next week that you man, because that's when obviously
the 10th of June. Because that's when this mini window closes. Then it reopens a week later.
5 days from now. So what are we now? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Cool. So You see with the Wirtz stuff, yeah. Liverpool fans watching this call me a pessimist, whatnot. I do think he signs, but I can't allow myself to get as gassed as per se other content creators because it's done. All of our correspondents, our main ones are Paul Joyce and David O'Clock. I'll say our main ones. James Pearce lost his credibility years ago now because he got a lot of things wrong. But Paul Joyce and David O'Clock they're our main two, right? Obviously everyone looks to Fabrizio and Ornstein is the main two. Everyone is saying it's done, basically. Everyone. Yeah. But I'm just gonna name you a few stuff, yeah. The thing is, Caicedo, Lavia, and Zubimendi never gave us their word, all three of them, but apparently we were still nailed on to sign them. This difference is apparently all reports are saying Wirtz has given us his word. Okay. But I'll cast it back to 10 years ago now, or maybe 8 years ago, to Nabil Fekir. We had an announcement video. I've got the announcement video. Yeah. You remember before the World Cup? I remember we were linked with him and Thomas Lemar. We got Nabil Fekir, yeah. He was at AXA, bro. The announcement video's done. I had it on my old phone. Like, I genuinely had it on my old phone. I saw it. He's kissing the badge, pointing at the bag. That didn't get done. Now, again, to Liverpool fans watching, I do think Wirtz ends up. I do think we get him, but I can't get gas until it's done, Hooks. I've got severe PTSD, bro. Until it's done, because, bro, even when we were first linked with him, this is not my club. Don't do this, bro. Like, wonder kids and kids that have been touted as the world's next best. We've never normally gone down this route. We normally buy potential. In my lifetime, I always say this: the only world-class proven player we've signed is Thiago. Torres was a wonder kid and had a lot of traction, but he wasn't already world-class. Suarez again had bags of potential. Coutinho potential. All these players, but we never signed already made one of the world's best, bro. When we first had this Wirtz news, I rubbished it off straight away. When man are telling me, yeah, big up, Aaron, you don't smash the light. When I saw my team linked with Wirtz, I said, we don't do this. Like, I'm not used to this. This is new to me. Then when it had more legs and big up Bayern Space. I don't know if you know Bayern Space, but he's the one who revealed it first. I think he's taken a break off Twitter, but he said, look, you lot, if I get this wrong, like, you can cuss me all you want. But this was before all of the big outlets broke it. He broke it first. Bayern Space said, Wirtz will go to Liverpool. He's already agreed to go to Liverpool. You'll hear it soon in the next few days, but I'm telling you lot first, yeah. And that's a Bayern correspondent, right? Bro, when it started to get legs in that, I'll be real hooked. I did start to get a bit excited, but it's like, have you seen that gif of the manager that starts celebrating and he goes, and he tries to calm himself down? Do you know the one I'm on about? He's on the byline. He gets happy when he comes down. When I first saw that, I was like, let me get gas. And then I was like, you know what? Let me just wait till it's official. So I do think, I agree with you, Aaron. I agree with you, Gunnar. I do think we get him, but I just need to see shirt signed, him sign the thing, pictures, interview. Once I see all that, it will be real. But I've been hurt too much, bro. And I've been hurt by the player you lot are most likely going to sign in Zubimendi as well, bro. So, yeah. And you know what? Do you know what also gave me a bit of doubt? Like, stories have kind of changed. Because first we're trying to get the deal wrapped up before Nations League. Now we're going to get the deal wrapped up by the 10th. Like, even things of so... And then first it was Bayer Leverkusen aren't holding out for that much money. Dennis, hold on. Our first bid got rejected. Do you see why there was maybe a 5%, 10% doubt on this, bro? Because even little stories have changed. But when it's all said and done, what giving me a big boost is when he come out and said on his Insta, reports that I want the 10s rubbish. I respect players. That's basically him saying, I respect McAllister. I'm coming to Liverpool. He's basically saying that. So, yeah, man, it should get done. And I'm going to be gas hooks because I genuinely think he'll be one of, if not the face of the Prem, because man are looking in last night. All rival fans hate watching him anyway. He's not even officially a Liverpool player. So, yeah, bro, this is a big sign. And you know what? One thing I need to debunk, yeah. For there's not a lot, but there's about 10% of our fan base saying, oh, I've actually not seen this Lewis Still vid. Big up, super amazing, but I need to actually watch it. But one thing I need to debunk here, there's about 10% of our fan base are saying, oh, Wirtz might be a bit too expensive. We can't win. When we don't spend money, it's we need to spend more money. We're now spending money, it's oh, he's too expensive. Look, Caicedo, Rice, Jack Grealish, all of these players, Enzo Fernandez, none of these players were worth 100 million, but what you buy for potential, this is the market now. So us signing, I think it's going to be 120 million for Wirtz, and in euros, that's about 140, 135 million for Wirtz. We're going to break the British record. But, bro, you buy for potential. This is what happens, bro. And I have no doubt he'll hit the ground running. What will now happen, though? He has one bad game. Of course, the rival fans are going to be on it. It's inevitable. It's the modern game we live in. But it pissed me off when I saw a few tweets. You know what? I don't think Wirtz is worth this much. Do I think he's worth 120 million? No, I think he's probably worth about 70 to 80, if I'm being honest. But for once, we're spending money, and I'm not going to say it's a whole fan base. It's a small portion. That's why I said 10%. But a small portion are now complaining. It's like, come on, bro. Like, come on.
Wirtz is super cold, and you see the is he worth it? Yeah. My thing on that is we won't know if he's worth it until next season.
Exactly.
He will define whether he's worth 120 million pounds next season. There's no way for us to know now. Because he's like, cool. In my opinion, he's not the best player in the German league, because I think the best player in the German league is Musiala.
I agree.
Because I like Musiala. Because there's this thing in German football about who's better, Musiala or Wirtz. It's like a kind of like, not a battle, but it's like half of Germany like Wirtz, half of Germany like Musiala, innit? I just more in favor of Musiala. Oh, Rod, did Kas raid me? Kas raided me, and I was actually about to finish up the raid to Kas. That is funny. All right, so while I have to find someone new to raid, you man, just make sure you're liking the video, make sure you're subscribing to the channel. So this is where this is my final point on Wirtz, yeah. This is my final point on Wirtz, yeah. Me and man said link me. He wants the show to he wants the show to go on. All right, cool. Let me.
Bro, I know this guy's gonna come and speak about Mbemo and Konya, bro.
He is. But
I hate him and I hate his club. Honestly,
so do I. But we'll let him have his little say.
How are they doing this in 50? Anyway, no, carry on.
Yeah, we can. That can be his little. He can do the little end of the. I've sent you the link. He can be the little end of the. He can close out the show. But my last thing on Wirtz, yeah. Me and again, me and you as Liverpool, we're very similar, because the same team with the same manager can ruin our deals. Because if Real Madrid sell Rodrigo and generate money, Xabi Alonso might just make the phone call to Wirtz and say, "Yo, bro, Real Madrid dynasty."
That's why we need to wrap this up quickly.
Real Madrid dynasty. This idiot in the back. If you could ever see what he's doing in the backstage, let me just change the background. If you could ever see what he's doing in the backstage. Wait, I don't think I have a. There we go. We did this one.
Yeah.
Look, you make me sick.
Is it true? Because Rance is saying you lot are getting him. Is it actually true?
No, it's not true. Ban this guy, man. All right, wait.
Doing this.
I don't know.
Bored. Can I talk?
Wait. I'll give you your cue. You can talk.
I'm going on mute.
You know, people don't understand. I was born in the darkness, molded in it. You get it? Do you get it? I'm gonna talk like this for the whole stream, yeah. So 15th place Man United. You're not built like me. On top of that, Hawks. Your club will never be bigger than mine. Liverpool, respect to you. You've got some pull now, yeah. I'm gonna do a video about that. You got my respect now. That's how big clubs move. Respect. Yeah, this is what happens when you're the top two biggest clubs in the country, and I'm not number two. So love for that, people. When I get Glock's money,
you're actually officially number two, though.
No, I'm not. No,
you're actually
no, it's not, because if we're going to do community shields, I'm number one. Now, if you're going to do biggest club in the country, I'm number one. Love. Anyways,
nah, it's pendulum's changed, but now carry on.
Even if if we want to do community shields as well, the hooks as well, because remember you said it was a trophy. Remember, even if you
I didn't say it was a trophy.
No,
The footballing world says it's a trophy.
Okay. So you can't even chat to me when you don't even have double. I have double your trophies that you've won in your whole entire existence.
Hey
now.
You see the
You
see the Gyokeres thing, yeah?
I want to hear about this Gyokeres.
You see the Gyokeres thing, yeah? Yeah. He's probably wondering why you would shoot a man before throwing him off the plane. Yeah, that you ain't going Manchester United, blood. You know what you're talking about, blood.
Bro. He wants to come to a club.
He only goes to Manchester United if we do not make a bid for him. Hold that. But I'll mute myself. Go and
you don't need to. You don't need to mute it. Just know, why people are hating on all this is because they just don't want to see United back. And
100%.
And you know what? Signing and Boomer. Oh my god! Have you heard the remix, Romz? Have you heard it yet? Because I've been singing it recently. Hooks. How does it go? Whoa. Na 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 na. Whoa. Boom boom boom. And Boomer's in the room.
Oh my day. Man took my genius. No, you're shameless.
Oh my god! And you know what's coming back, Romz? I've got a little bit of a tea. Cut the rope with rival tears on it. Rope. It's gonna be absolutely delightful. How can I go from Mason Mount, Garnacho, and a scrub called Hoyland to Mbumo, Cunha, and Gyokeres?
In one window, that is mad.
That is crazy, bro.
In one window, it's mad. In one window,
me. Respect Ineos.
Well, do you know what, Hooks? This is the thing, yeah. We can do the whole trolling thing and that. Yeah. As rivals, you can't say anything. Yeah, they finished 15th. I get that, but they have no right to be signing this caliber of play them free in 15th, bro. And do you know what? Yeah, I must have tweeted something like, bro, this club make me sick. Say that again.
Chelsea did. They got Enzo and they got fucking what's his name? Caicedo. Why can't we do it? We're Man United.
Yeah, bro, they weren't 15th. G.
They were 12th.
True, there's not much in it. But do you know what? Yeah, rival fans, we were moving salty, saying, "Oh, United are cesspit. You go there and they're not going to get no service." Have you watched Cunha and Mbeumo? They facilitate for themselves. They don't need service, bro. This is why these deals are getting me mad. But this is what I wanted to speak to you about, Kaz. This Gyokeres stuff. This has come out of the blue because Rance is saying it's pretty much going to happen. You've come in with like Bane and just all of this, yeah. What's the latest on this Gyokeres stuff? Like, is it looking like he's going to you? Look,
so let's just say this, yeah. When Garnacho or Rashford or someone gets sold, you can see how quick we're moving. We move quick for Cunha. Brother, like that got wrapped up pretty much a week after we lost the Europa League. Yeah. And Mbumo, we got told that he chose us and we already put in a bid. That's getting wrapped up quick. So when that's done, what do you think the focus is going to be after that? When Garnacho, apparently, we're in talks to Napoli for him already. Yeah, 45. They value him at 45. We said 40. We said 60. Meet in the middle. Love. Don't matter. Pure profit. That's my Gyokeres money.
Maybe. That's why.
Maybe.
And also, Emi Martinez is actually true. He's our number one choice. Aston Villa need to make up 75 million of sales. They wanted originally 40 million for him, but they might be more realistic around 25 to 30.
That's what you were just saying, Hooks, innit?
Yeah,
about
did you see who we just got linked to?
Got who?
Rogers.
Yeah.
Brother, I see that one there, yeah. Doesn't move the needle with me at all.
No,
because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not his biggest. I think he's a good player, but I think he's hella overrated.
A bit inconsistent, innit? I think
you know what? When I deep it though, I actually like that for Arsenal. So when I think of what you could do, I kind of like it. But I don't know where he's gonna play. Off the left, maybe, or maybe in the middle. I think you're lacking someone like that. That's a good buy. And that the fact that he's 75 million sales. What we saying, Hooks? Little link up.
Yeah, exactly. I respect them.
Wait. This is on your Sport Cup like Villa. Fuck your Champions Leagues that you won back in the day. They suck anyways, bruv.
Wait, why don't you, man, go in for Tielemans?
Nah. We need a different kind of midfielder. It's already.
I don't know, you know.
No, we already said that we need someone like athletic. We're looking at athletic midfielders, 8s. So, oh my god, I'm getting an 8 after Gyokeres. I'm getting a goalkeeper.
Kas. The only thing I'm gonna say to you, all right? And low fat, mo fat, don't worry, because I'm going to be redirecting you, man, over to LB next. So you'll be getting some Man City gas. But the only warning
one. Yeah.
I'm going to give to you,
Go on.
yeah,
Yeah.
about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago.
About a week ago.
I thought Gyokeres was the only Arsenal option. Yeah. That's where all the news was going. Yeah. And now I'm having internal beefs with my fan base about Sesko. Yeah. It recently just came out that Liverpool and Slot are joining the race for Sesko. Yeah. Don't think that you, man, won't join it as well.
Wait, no. By the way, that was already stated. Do you not remember he was on the stream of Mons and his head went left when he was linked with Sesko?
Oh, that's how I reacted to it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, it was funny because it's mad because Ekatike is not choosing yet, and I know Liverpool, Chelsea are battling for him now. Liverpool
Apparently, Chelsea are advanced. Apparently, they're a bit more advanced.
But that's normal. You're working on a vert still, isn't it? I wouldn't count. I think Ekatike is not in a rush either, from what I can see. Then you're going to fight for Sesko as second option, your first option, and then right now it's like your second option is Gyokeres, and my first option is Gyokeres, isn't it? So it's a bit of a merry-go-round.
It is a bit of a merry-go-round, but
it is a bit of a merry-go-round. I don't know how he works with Salah. I'll be real. I mean, because they want to play Salah more inside.
This is why I want to move to a 3-5-2, but it won't happen. You're not going to fix what's not broken. But Salah naturally goes in from the right anyway. He's not a touchline winger. Hasn't been for the best part of 2-3 years. I think if he played as a support striker to a main centre forward, 3-5-2 will cook. But again, Slot warrants, he can do what he wants this season, and we won't go to a 3-5-2, but it will cook. Wirtz in the 10 with McAllister and Gravenberch behind him with Frimpong and Kirk as wing back. But we'll have to sign a centre back because Kaz, probably from the same source as me, but Gomez is definitely going to cut. He does. Well, I can't say definitely. He wants to cut. Whether we sell him is different story. Either him or Kondo will leave. We'll need another centre back to partner Konate.
Yeah.
3-5-2. This is why I would change to it personally, but it won't happen. But him and Sesko could. I'm not Sesko's biggest fan. I've not watched much of him, but
I'm not his fan either.
Slot wants to go. I was saying earlier, Slot wants that more technical 9, more that linchpin, and you know that because from when Diaz is playing false 9 majority of the season ahead of Nunes and Jota, he don't rate our 9s. He wants a 9 that can link play. As to why we're looking at the profiles of Ekatike, Sesko now. I want Retegai, but one season is it enough? Retegai, however you pronounce him. One season might be enough.
That's the only thing. If there's this cheating scandals going on with Inter Milan and all, they need to sell maybe. I mean, Marcus Thuram is for me, love.
Retegai's for Atalanta, bro. He's not for
no. I said Marcus Thuram. I said if he's available. I like Retegai. He's got good finishing in him, but he's a bit stiff, man. I'm not his biggest fan overall, but
do you know what it is, Kaz, though? We need to replace height with height. I think he's 6'1" or 6'2". He's good with his feet. Remember, Slot wants that. This is why the Gyokeres stuff, I don't really believe we're proper into him. Because
he's not that good in the air.
True.
That's what I'm saying. Sesko's good in the air. Hugo Ekatike is good in the air. And I don't know who else you're linked with at the moment.
Is Sesko good with the ball at his feet? Again, I've not watched much of him, but he don't really move. He is good with the ball at his feet.
Yeah, he's not the greatest, but he is good.
He's good enough. He's good enough.
Yeah, he's good enough.
Yeah.
He's better with the ball at his feet than probably Gyokeres is.
Do you know why you like him? Because he's rapid. He's turning. Is that you got meet like you're done? You love.
Yeah, he is rapid. Did you see the video that came out the other day where he pings the crossbar from literally the halfway line with the
I see you repost it.
Yeah, I've seen Mons do that at the Molyneux, so I don't care.
But the greatest of there was no stress, strain, it just looked like just a calm, casual kick and ping.
But how many? But we don't know how many takes that took.
Fair.
True.
Fair.
Do you know what I still thought? Do you know what I thought was real for all my childhood? The Ronaldinho one. When he keeps it in the crossbar.
52
I used
seconds.
to think that was real, bro.
Fabrizio Romano, here we go for Ainori. Fuck!
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
34 million.
So
34.
Yeah.
45.
That's a bargain.
There we go. That's juice for later. Safe.
Yeah, the juice for later. And you know what, people? We are gonna wrap there, and I'm gonna send you over to LB, where he's obviously probably got the shades on, maybe got a cigar, living up life because Man City are spending. I can't lie, man. I'm gonna call it from now. Man City are winning the league next year, innit? So obviously, people, make sure you're liking the video, make sure you're subscribing to the channel, make sure you're heading over to NAF and Kas Central, subscribing over them sides. Make sure you're heading over to Football Verbal, subscribing over them sides, and make sure, I don't even know. Do you know what? Bonnet or shit. Wait, where is it? Boom.
What I will say, Hooks, though, it's due to be City Pool again, down to the wire. If you don't know,
no, it's not City Pool. No, it's just City, bro. Like, it's just City, bro. Like,
allow it, bro. Allow it.
City, bro.
We're gonna retain.
It's just
up
City,
the
Reds. So yeah, man. Big up everyone that locked in, and love for the support. Keep on supporting. We recently went past 6K. 7K is the next big marker on the way to 10. And yeah, catch you next time. Come on, you guys.